So episode number 1 went really smoothly. We got signings through the door and everything. Episode 2, progression. Not as smooth, but definitely progression. Of course, if you haven't seen both of those, please do go ahead and make sure you have watched them, as today, I think we're still an episode off marking set in stone table territory. I think everything's all up in the air at the moment. If we get some wins together, we could solidify top half. If we don't, we could be down there. But then again, if we're down there, I don't want us thinking we are stuck. As let's get stuck into today. As yes people, welcome back to episode number 3, this one, of season number 2 of this Grimsby Town to Glory career mode here on FIFA 23, we should say, as there were spoilers on the screen right there. Didn't realise I had them open. As before I get into the little things I say at the start of the videos all the time, I want to say thank you very much, guys. If you head to the Instagram, or if you have headed, because it is in the description down below, you can follow it if you please. I've just put out that we've hit like 1,000 views on every single video before before season 2 started, which is amazing for us. Never happened before on this channel, so thank you very much. As I did spoil it, as I'm going to spoil it again, but before that, make sure, if you haven't already viewed those ones, to view them, like them if you do like them, and subscribe to the channel. We're on the race to 8,000, almost there. As the standings, 15th in the league, 2 wins, 2 draws. No, not 2 draws. What am I talking about? 2 wins, 2 defeats, and 4 draws. It is the draws that's really letting us down. Of course, defeats will happen. We're not going to go unbeaten. We're not good enough to go unbeaten, but we are good enough to get up there, which is what's annoying me. -2 on the goal difference, 10 goals conceded, 8 scored, so I can't put it down to defence or attack at the moment. It's just we're not getting the rub of the green, which we hopefully do get today. As I know this is a long intro part, but I am going to show you the fixtures on the calendar. We have Leighton Orient, which we will play. They're in the playoffs at the moment, so that can shut the gap a bit. Barrow will simulate. Always did well against us. Depending on where they are, of course, as Morecambe away might be a hard one. They were in the division above last season. As then we have Port Vale in the cup. I think that is the Papa John's. And then Walsall at home as well. I do think we'll be simulating the cup this year. Port Vale, yes, the league above, but the Papa John's really not a focus, as I want to improve on last season in the league. Really need to get going as the team. This is what we're going with. We've still got Crockham in net. Yes, Jamie Jones is sitting on a £400 higher wage. I just did check that. And, of course, he's higher rated, but I'm trusting Crockham is younger, so we should have him for longer, with Cropper at right back, Anderson and Marr at the centre-back duo. Walsh has dropped out again, failing to win with him in the side, as Glennon is at left back. We've gone for Maguire Drew on the left, because that's where he's comfortable now, with Reggie Stone and Harry Clifton, so slightly less defensive than Bryn Morris, although he's a really good player. We're going to go with Harry, the youngster, with Khan on the right, Innes Cameron and Henderson. We're going to start the Scots up front. Hopefully, maybe a partnership could blossom, although Henderson is only a lone player and he'll be hard to buy permanently, should I say, with what his price is at. We're going to want it to work. And I think it's Brisbane Road we're at, as Lawrence Vigouroux's in goal, Rob Hunt, Shrandrak Ogier, Dan Happ and Connor Wood. Matt Young, is it a 5-back? Is it? No, it's not. Young in the midfield with Brown, Theo Archibald on one wing, Sotirio on the other, George Moncur, of course, of Hull recently, and I'm thinking it's Paul Smith. I'm not sure. All I'm sure about is a good performance from the Mighty Mariners. Yes, I'm being confident right here, because we need to get today right. We want to be in that top half this season, minimum. If so, I want to put up a push for them playoff spots, possibly get cooking with the road to glory. A promotion in the second season would be very nice. Of course, in the first round with the Grimsby save, then on FIFA 21 I think it was, we did get promoted straight away from this division, but I'm not going to be looking for that straight away this time round. A bit more difficult since we've been in the National League, as Otis Khan on a little bit of a run. Dink to the back post. Maguire-Drew trying to arrive. Positive start here away from home, which we do need, of course, as Otis Khan. He'll drop it back off into Jordan Cropper. Harry Clifton around into Reggie Stone. We'll keep hold of this. Otis Khan against his former club here, looking for a swing in. Looking for Henderson. Just couldn't find him, as we need to get on the end of that Cropper. Please don't let that go past you. Come on, first 20 minutes very positive as Anderson running through. Here's Clifton. Khan just around. Just dink that in over the top towards Henderson. Corner ball. Right, send some players forward. Can we do anything from a corner? Otis Khan to whip it in. Niall Maher trying to arrive. Hits the deck. Header is back to Anderson. Not a great one. Clifton might lose out on that. And he does. Come on, Gleno. Get right side as well if you can, as they put a ball over the top. Reggie Stone with a very good interception right there. And there's a man staying down as still they come forward. There's a man inside of us. That's an easy pass. Gleno steps across. Still to try and get the shot off. And a header down low for Crockham. A bit too easy for my liking. Very much too easy. I mean, we have all that possession and we don't get a shot off. And they almost do that as Reggie Stone now through the middle of the park. He's going to fizz it straight into Innes Cameron. Out wide a little bit to Khan. Has to come short as Clifton back into Cameron right here. Waiting for that overlap, of course. Cameron, the main figure of last episode. Can he do something today? Khan with a cutback into Henderson. Trying to look for a bit of an angle and hits the deck. Nothing given from it. I tell you what, though, it's a positive start as it's Harry Smith up front. Pretty sure he's at Exeter or something in real life, as that's too easy of a ball! We're 1-0 down to Leyton Orient. That is such an easy pass. Jordan Cropper and Niall Maher definitely to blame. So frustrating how easy that was for them. It's unreal. Just straight past Harry, which was never getting to it, to be fair. And that's just two of you not communicating. George Moncur is now, after utterly dominating the first half, we're going to go into the break 1-0 down. Oh, don't be one of these seasons again, please. Let's snap out of it, Mariners. I really don't want this. Improve. Does seem like, because we have got some ex-Leyton Orient boys in this team, both wingers, in fact, ex-Orient, they're just shying away from the former clubbers. Here's Otis Khan. There's a run through the middle if we can reach them. There we go. We've got a run on this side here. It's fallen here to Maguire-Drew, who needed to score. Honestly, that is poor. I'm not going to say that's a good move because we needed the goal. As Reggie Stone's come short for this one. Can we put it around the corner? We do into Niall Maher. That's a good touch from the centre-back, but he can't keep it under control. As it looks like we're heading for a defeat the way we are. Really not doing anything in front of goal apart from that Maguire-Drew chance. As Niall Maher trying to come across, trying to get a block in if he can, but he can't. Pass straight round him. Options on the edge. Crockham with a very good save. And Anderson with a chip away to Cropper. Honestly, way too easy. We haven't lost in game this year yet, but we're so poor here. Game becoming increasingly frustrating now. No, it was Dan Cox that I put on. Not concentrating. Just concentrating on trying to get this result. Flood them, boys. Let's get a bit of pressure on as midfield stuck out of the game. However, Niall Maher stepping out of line like he did for their goal. As Cropper, he's got a man running in behind of him, but he's going to come out to try and block this. Reggie Stone needed to get there. Niall Maher, that's way too easy. We've been let off there. Come on, boys. Cropper with the ball in his hands right here. We don't have long left. Reggie Stone onto Dan Cox. The youngsters linking up as it's down the line here for Reggie Stone. Needs some runners in front of him. He's going to keep this ball. The least we deserve is a point. That's round the corner. Reggie Stone. Dan Cox are waiting in the middle with the little header. There we go. The youngster Dan Cox, who came off the bench. In a game we've deserved to win, it looks like we're getting a point. I know what I said about the draws, but with it being this late on in the game, you've just got to think about the point as a victory, because that is a very decent header from the small man. Youngster to youngster, Dan Cox gets us back in it. Can we really do a madness at the end here at Brisbane Road? It would be amazing if we could take all 3 points as Cropper with the tackle. Keep that in. There we go. Niall Maher. Fizz that through the gap. Looking for Cameron. Don't want gaps at the back for ourselves. Cropper, come on. You should be winning that. That's around the corner from Cropper as well. Kieran Green coming across. It's back in the middle to, I don't know who this is, James flooding forward. Maguire-Drew not marking. Inside. Niall Maher away. Green. That's not great. Glennon's not got there. We're not getting that point. We're not getting it. It is embarrassing defending that. I'm glad there's something not showing us this replay. You can see the camera must be obstructed or something. I'm so glad it's not showing me because that is embarrassing. Full-time whistle goes, beaten away from home. 2 slides, just terrible slides. Kieran Green didn't know what he was doing, sending it back into danger. Should have won the game and we've lost it. Oh, that is frustrating. 16th. We drop a place, but I think we're kind of lucky. Barrow are just around us who we play next, so a defeat here could be really, really bad for us. Morecambe as well around us. I'm gonna simulate this one. Just take that risk. I think I take Crockham out, you know. Even though I'm a big fan of him, and of course he is a Grimsby player, IRL, I'm gonna go with Jones because we're conceding goals. We actually are conceding goals now. Both of them goals conceded in that last game. I think we're maybe savable. I don't know. I'm going to just try the new keeper and see what he does for us. As Cropper as well. Not impressed by him. Kieran Green it was who made the mistake. It's the same team starting because we did play well. We did. We just got on the wrong side of the result. Good performance, bad result. As what's it going to be against Barrow? Bad both ways. Henderson with a goal. Moya with 2. That's back-to-back defeats. And that is so frustrating. So frustrating as a loan offer from Charlotte FC over in America, of course, for Jordan Cropper. He's gone up to 60 rated somehow. I'm going to reject it. We do need him here. And I'm not going to just send him over to America when, really, it's not going to be too much higher of a wage as Morecambe. This is a big game now. It's an incredibly big one because I feel like if we do lose this, we're really going to fall behind in the pack as I'm going to trust Jones again. A fully fit team. The same team that's been poor at the moment. Dan Cox very unfairly on that bench. As we just cannot lose this. Morecambe back in League 2 this time. A team that just narrowly escaped relegation when we went down. Oh no, I think they got promoted when we went down. I don't know. As Adam Smith's in goal. Shane McLaughlin, Farrand Rawson, Jacob Budio, Ryan Delaney. It's a 5-back with Melbourne. Andrade and Farnay sit in front with Hernandez, Ganua and Oracadaya up front. I just cannot underestimate it. This has to be 3 points. I know it's away from home, but we lost us home game, so no excuses. You can win away from home in this league, and we've done it plenty of times before. We are now 5 games without a win. That needs to be improved upon, as that's a good run from Henderson straight away. Can he just dink that back in the middle? Otis Khan with a chest and a volley over the top. It's a brighter start, however. Has got to win that header. Don't know what's happening with that guy's hair as well. As he's back on the ball, Hernandez through onto the striker who's managed to keep it, and that's a brilliant save from Jones. Really good save from his new keeper in goal. But again, bails us out of danger. Every team that comes at us looks lethal. As we need to head this away, we do from Rawson running in on that. Good head on him as well as he gets the ball back. Ex-Mansfield Town, I'm pretty sure. Got to be offside. Otis Khan chasing back as Jordan Cropper doing the same. They've got the ball down this wing of Morecambe, causing some problems early days. I don't like this. That's an easy ball and an easy tap-in. No one's marking him. We're gonna be near the bottom again if we don't sharpen up. The thing with the EFL is once you hit bad form, it is so difficult to get another win. And we haven't won in 5. Looking like 6 if we play like we've started this game. Very poor. With the goal as Maguire drew. Let's liven it up, please. We'll be in a relegation battle. We need to be pushing top half. We need to be. As Cameron down that line into Otis Khan. He skipped away from his man slightly. Can he find a ball back in? He does. Easy tackle for them. Cameron's not playing the way he once was. As how high is his line at the back? That's a run on. That's a chase between Jones and the winger. Jones has to get there and does. But still, that is so incredibly poor that he's able to play that ball over the top and not get chased at all. As we need to make sure we watch it at the edge of his box, or he'll just dribble in. He'll try and turn us. He gets the shot off. A corner ball here for, I think it may be Bruno Andrade at Boreham Wood. National League side in real life now. That's a drop from him as a cross towards the back post. We've managed to keep it in, which we probably shouldn't have done at all, Otis Khan. We should have let that go. We needed to come across to his man. Niall Marr easily turned. This, I know it was a save, but this is so poor. I am actually getting very irritated by the way this team performing at the moment. Because look at that. We don't even win the headers in his own box when all of us players are back. Come on. Do something before this half-time whistle. We need to get level, at least. Maguire-Drew on a run. Henderson in front, looking for the gap. He takes a good touch in front. Still his man's back there to keep him out as Otis Khan's going to look for Cropper. First time whip in, looking for Cameron, looking for the header. Can't even get up there and try and head it as it's almost half-time, but we're still pushing on. Harry Clifton. That's a good ball through the gap onto Henderson with a turn. Decent save, but still we're going to keep going. Calm with a whipped-in ball. Not a great one. Fall here to Clifton. Pass it off into Anderson, the captain. Another great save. Right, we take this into the second half, at least. Khan, that is a very poor corner. That's going to be half-time. We need to be like that. Come on, lads, let's do it. As Reggie Stone through the middle. Cameron, Reggie Stone into play to play in the bottom half of this league. Even though he's a youngster, he could easily be gone if he keeps these performances up. As Cropper running down this line needs to cut back, and does. That's a ball into the middle with Cameron. Tried a shot. Oh, come on, almost an hour in right now. And why are we losing the ball there? That is so poor, Reggie Stone. So poor. Need that ball to go through the gap, and it does. Come on, Cameron, running behind if he can. We'll hold this pass up. It's gone out wide to Khan, not where I wanted it to go. He's managed to keep it in, and Cameron's miles off. So they're gone ahead and brought him off for Dan Cox, who almost got there with that one. He is that pocket player that just comes on and gives everything for the badge. Hopefully he can do so again. Him and Henderson are the ones scoring goals in simulations. I'm going to trust them here as that is so poor from Maguire-Drew. But he finds Harry Clifton right here through the middle. That is on to Henderson. Henderson into Dan Cox. He's not afraid to shoot, and it's a good save. An awkward one for the goalkeeper. We'll keep on attacking as Gleno. Again, should have let that go, but some reason FIFA's had him keep it in play when I obviously was trying to pull him away from the ball. As Harry Clifton here, round the corner into Maguire-Drew, onto Dan Cox. Back into Clifton. Maguire-Drew looking to try and spin. That's a brilliant spin into Dan Cox. What a save from the goalkeeper. As that might do it. That is such a vital save from their goalkeepers. Look at that. Why are we pulling away? Why are we coming away from him, Anderson? That is so poor from his defence. I thought we were better than that. We'd grown out of it as Dan Cox swivels on the ball. He never puts a foot wrong, really, does he? As Cropper finds a ball through there onto Henderson. Good agility to spin on it. Again, Henderson round the corner. Unlucky. Yano coming on for them as Niall Maher not even winning his header. You need to be winning your header, at least. There's so many of you back there in the defence to do so. As they're pushing at us right here, Gleno needs to come across and try and put a foot in as Anderson eventually does. Harry Clifton. Come on, let's make something happen. It's through here onto Henderson. Out wide to Otis Khan on the left this time. Henderson. That is such a poor ball, Otis Khan. For a winger, you really can't play a ball as this is a good one from them. Offside. We're granted maybe another chance here. It needs to go forward. It's shocking from Maguire-Drew. And it's another defeat. 3 from 3. I'm genuinely angry with how that went. I do not know how to back the players fully. I honestly don't, as it is the Papa John's next. We've got Port Vale and Crawley Town in this competition. No offence, but I don't care about it. As Tom Anderson speaking about not meeting anything, I know. And no offence to you, but it's partially your fault. Everyone's played a bad part in this team so far, as it's a heavily rotated team for this next one. Bryn Morris, Khan, Maguire-Drew I might actually take out as well. He had a very poor game last time out. No avoiding that, JMD. As we'll put Evan Curry in. Like I said, this is a game about playing these players that don't usually play, so maybe they can prove themselves. I don't expect anything. I don't expect a goal scored the way we're playing. As that is the case, it's 4 defeats out of 4. We have seriously got to try and stop this rot, and I'm going to have to come up with an idea next game. We've got to do it. As Walsall are 13 points clear of us at the moment. And I bet they don't see this coming, but we've changed it. We're going 5 at the back. We've got to stop the rot somehow. 5-2-1-2. With Reggie Stone in a more pivot position where he can, of course, go and help them attackers. Give them some support, which I think they are missing. We've got Gleno playing at wing back. Cropper as well. They're going to be shattered, but hey-ho. It does mean Maguire-Drew and Otis Khan are now, well, I've put them on the bench, or I might just put Otis Khan on because I know he can play right back at the moment. Maybe Maguire is going to have to become a cam or a left wing back as well, but I'm going to trust Superdan on the bench, so that's the team. It's got Bryn Morris back in it as well, so I'm going to swap them around. Anderson is the middle one. We've still gone ahead and put Jones in the goal. We're at home. Let's see if we can change the tide. Come on, we win this game. We win it. Owen Evans in goal for them. Joe Riley, Hayden White, Donovan Daniels, Pierrick Cross, Taylor Allen, Brandon Comley, Jacob Maddox, Liam Kinsella, Zierius and Wilkinson. A new shape, which the boys, granted, haven't had long to learn, but we've got to learn from his mistakes all season. We haven't been learning from any of them so far, with it being, what, 8 or 9 unbeaten, which, oh, not unbeaten, but without a win, which happened to us beforehand as well, which isn't good. Not since the opening month we've not had a win, as Cameron on a charge forward. That's a good ball through the gap onto Reggie Stone, who can hopefully be more attacking in this formation. Tackle there, though. I did like how he had Glennon around him, though. He just didn't pick the right option, which, of course, is something we've got to get used to doing a lot more. As Cropper with the tackle. They've still got to be very defensive, these wing-backs. Throw-in will just hit his feet and allow him to turn. Bryn Morris come across, mate. That's miles offside. And is. Knew it. You could tell. If that was on, we'd have big problems. As what is Bryn Morris doing? What is happening to him at the start of this season? He's been very, very poor. As now they're running at us down this side, whipping a ball in. Why are we not coming across? Why are we letting them have a touch in? And why are we letting them score that easily? So poor. So diabolical at the back. We didn't come across, marking the man in the middle, and then when we do come across, we leave the man behind us who scores. It's simple playground stuff. We've got 5 defenders now. We concede first. It is not good enough, Mariners, as Henderson. We're in each other's ways. Are we going to move, please? That is so crap. I'm sorry. I'm very frustrated now as Henderson or Cameron going to try his luck and score an absolute wonder goal. Okay. Alright. It's Cameron with it, and we've got the hypermotion graphics. That is a really, really class finish, to be fair, over the goalkeeper. It's 0-0, lads. As Kinsella round the corner, the goal scorer. He's put it through this gap here. We need to come across. We need to keep shuffling. Oh, it's just wide. Again, though, we don't put the pressure on the player. That's something we need to start doing as it's in the middle. Harry Clifton to the side of him. Bryn Morris puts it a bit short again. I'm not a fan of Bryn this season, but I am Cameron. As can he get another? Good save. Quite easy, but he tried it, as now they've got the ball again. Over the top of Gleno, who does not let that slide into Harry's feet. Round the side. Now it's Reggie Stone. Reggie Stone sees Cameron in front of him. I love this little pivot player. It offers a lot as Cameron turns inside. He's going to try and swing one in. Not too far off. He's the player giving it his all as we're chasing them down right here. Really digging deep. Come on, Cameron, across. Unlucky. Jordan Cropper tried to put the pressure on a little bit. No fault as Bryn Morris, of course, rounded. It's Bryn Morris slander this first half, but it's true, as that's an easy pass into them. Don't let them get it back around the corner. It's into Jacob Maddox. That's an easy pass. Jamie Jones with a brilliant save. Tripping each other up, and it's a corner. 5 minutes in. Referee, have you not picked up your whistle from the changing room as they're going to whip this in? Header away, please. Falls to them. Over the bar. We sit level at the break. It's took us a wonder goal to score his first goal in a while. But hopefully that should do us confidence to actually start winning games. Never mind scoring. I'm not having this that we had in the first season where we celebrate one goal. We need to start celebrating back-to-back victories and being near the playoffs, as that's an easy ball into the middle. How's Mar not got there? How has Niall Mar, who's really hit a slump this season now, not got there, as it's going to be a whip into the box. Jackson coming on, a more attacking player for them, I'm pretty sure. As they've got it on the edge here, maybe looking for an in-swinger. Having an in-swinger. That's a good header away, however. And we're going to get running. Cameron adding some yards to us. Henderson trying to get in behind, and he does. Ewan Henderson is kind of alone right here. Only the defender to beat. Cuts inside. Henderson goes to shoot and blocked. To be fair, for his rating, I'd expect a lot more from him. Henderson, 65 rated. Scores in simulations, but doesn't do much in-game at all. It's Cameron who's really doing the nitty-gritty, which you need in League 2. Maybe that's his problem, not tough enough. As Cameron picks the ball up and runs at the defenders, round the corner into Reggie Stone, who just needs to continue running himself. The gap's opened up, and what a save from the goalkeeper. Are you having a laugh? That really needed to go in the back of the net as he's going to take the corner. A poor one. Jumped at the header. Harry, you've got to pick up on that. Can't be letting your man get to that so easily as he's give it back into Maddox. Of course, a Chelsea Academy graduate into Bryn Morris right here. Just gives it into Harry. Flick that round the corner. Dan Cox unable to. But come on, this is good. In the middle, Dan Cox need the 3 points. Reggie Stone, Dan Cox running around. It's gone through to Gleno. There's a man at the back post in Cameron running onto that, but he just can't get there. It's fallen now into Reggie Stone round the side. Here's Harry Clifton. Dan Cox, why are you moving away from it? That's not a great move from the striker. Just keep this pressure on them though. We've been so all over them this game again, but it's a freak goal at the start of the game. As Gleno, why are you giving it away so easily, mate? Do you not want us to win? Do you want this bad form to continue? You need to mark your man as well, as that's going to be a corner, isn't it? Yep. A corner late on for Walsall. If this goes in, a voice break there, but if this goes in, I honestly do not know what to do for improvements to this team, as they've got it on the edge of the box. Bryn Morris, it's a pass through the middle. It's a shot off. It's still them on the ball. It's not away. It's still not away. This is... Why have we kept that in? Honestly, boys, I don't know what's wrong with us. It's a draw. We've stopped the rot. A very, very poor episode. But we've got to go back to what I said at the start. It's not written off so far. I've got faith. It's still early doors. Yes, it was a wonder strike, but it's what we needed, as look who's down here. Rochdale, Gillingham and Grimsby. The old friends from last season, as Kieran Green thinks he could have made an impact. He's really unhappy. It wasn't an easy decision, but it kind of was, because you did make the mistake late at Orient in that first game, which has led to this kind of slump. 2 wins, 5 draws, 5 defeats. Swindon Town next, which, to be fair, I know we've done a simulating and everything, or have we? Because I think I'm going to play this one. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm going to simulate this one. I'm going to push another one into the gap. I'm going to go with the same team, which isn't tired. We've had a week's break. They are down here as well. 5 at the back. Boys, do not let us down. They do. It's a 2-1 defeat. Wakeling, Super Dan almost got us a point, but Dabre, back to losing ways. We just lacked self-belief, is what I've said to the press, or maybe we just really poor as a team, as a collective. We're not doing great. We did make signings. Yes, we could have made more, but I didn't want to change the spine of the squad. Maybe that's what was required. 11 points so far this season. Playoffs is 22. We're 11 behind. 11 points behind the whole teams above us. That's not good enough. We improve next episode for definite. Who do we have? I mean, to be fair, it doesn't matter who we play. We're not doing well against anyone at the moment. Newport and Accrington are just above us. Colchester and Crawley in the Cup. Must be the FA Cup. And Gillingham. Literally couldn't ask for any more, apart from Rochdale, couldn't ask for any more teams around us in the league, and Carlisle. But we've got to make sure we win the games next episode. Thank you guys for watching this one. Maybe a hard watch, but of course, thank you very much for getting to this point in the video. We will improve. We will get results. Hopefully you guys are still enjoying the grind, the struggle. It makes for a bit more realism, but of course, I don't want that this season. I want to press on, which I've got faith we can do. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourselves. In a bit. And peace.